Hetepu. Peace and blessings to all from Divine Peace Meditation and Yoga. Baba Sekou and Mama Imani finally made it home. And trust me, with the heat index out there, we almost didn't make it those last 4 blocks. If it hadn't been for the kindness of our neighbors. At along Lambert's Point Road, just before we got to Lambert's Point Road and 35th Street, where they merge, we were staggering under the weight of this bag. I should have brought 2 or 3 reusable bags instead of a bunch of paper bags and 1 canvas bag, because it would have been easier to distribute the weight of our grateful harvest. But at where Lambert's Point Road and 35th Street intersect, we had to sit down. We were staggering right there. I found some shade. We sat down. Baba Sekou sat on the crate, and I sat down in the grass. And we sat there, and we had a couple of bottles, a bottle of water, but of course it was warm. And a worker on his break walked up to us and said, "God bless y'all." And he saw that I had a bottle of water, but he said the water that I have is cold, and he handed it to us, and we thanked him profusely, and he said, God bless you again, and I told him that he had just blessed us. We were so thankful. The walk home, because of the weight of the bags, usually we make 3 or 4 rest stops on the way to our destination, and then we have to make 2 or 3 rest stops on the way back home. We were so fired up that we only made 1 rest stop on the way to the Peace Garden. Coming back laden down, we had to make 5 or 6 rest stops. And it was like every other block. We stopped at Madison, and we sat on the steps underneath the awning right in front. And then we walked about 2 more blocks, and we stopped at the parking lot for First Baptist Church of Lambert's Point. Well, right across the street from the church are the senior retirement apartments, Village Point and Village Garden. One of our neighbors who lives there at Village Point, he saw us. We had been volunteering with New Virginia Majority on the environmental justice Cover the Coal campaign. It had slowed down with the city shutdown, and we had gone to virtual meetings, but they have tapered off as the New Virginia Majority representative has had some challenges with family illness and personal illness. So this neighbor, we call him the Apostle because he's strong leadership in his church, and he drove over, pulled his car over and parked next to where we were sitting and started asking us about those environmental justice meetings resuming. We talked to him for about 5 minutes, and then I offered him $2 or $3 to drive us the remaining 4 or 5 blocks, 3 or 4 blocks. But they are long blocks when you are dehydrated, fatigued, and carrying a heavy load. And he drove us the last 4 blocks or so. So we are grateful to the neighbor that works at the light industrial company. Not sure the name, I think it's Centric, that gave us 2 cold bottles of water, as well as the neighbor at Village Point and Village Gardens, who gave us a who took mercy on us and gave us a ride to our driveway and then refused the money for the gasoline. There are still good people out there. You just have to be a good person in order to attract them. But anyway, getting back to our Peace Garden harvest. In these 2 containers, we have various cooking herbs, various types of sage. And over here, again, smells a little bit like sage, very citrusly, a very citrus smell to it. And this one has more, it has a very light smell. It may be oregano. I'm not sure. I'm not used to seeing live food that much. Most of the time, my herbs are already cut and dried, except for the ones I grow and cut and dry myself. All right, now, the haul. Let's see. Try dumping some of this out. Various salad greens. All right. I've got some chard in here. I do believe, of course, it's going to be at the bottom. There we go. Some chard. I think mustard greens. And near the bottom, I think I also have some lettuces. I'm going to wash them all up. The ones that need to be cooked, they're going to be cooked together. I'm going to try to pick out my lettuce greens because y'all know I love the salads. Let's see. Speaking of which, I'm trying to find my bag of tomatoes. Here we go. Pardon the camera jiggling around. Trying to do this with one hand. May have to pause. Let's do that. Back in half a mo. And we're back. The tomatoes. Various sizes, various degrees of ripeness, but that's all right. The paper ripening bag will take care of it. Romas, big boys, they're going in the ripening bag unless I make fried green tomatoes. Oh my, look at this bad boy. It's all right. We're going to cut off the bad part. We're going to cut off the bad part. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. And I was only able to grab, I harvest usually from the bottom on up, leaving a bit for the next person. So I only got 4 banana peppers. Let's see, what else do I have over here? Oh, we're just going to shine into the bag. Yeah. Figs, baby. Figs, baby. Oh, yeah. And I was talking mad trash while I was picking these. Telling Sekou that I got to find a recipe so I can make my own fig bars. Yaman. All right. What you say? Grapes. I couldn't stand there. It was getting hot. I was standing in full sun. And And I wanted to stand there and pick out all of the purple ones, all of the blue ones. But it just wasn't possible to grab those without grabbing some of the green ones. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. So, wash those. They have seeds in them. We'll be collecting the seeds. And lastly, ow, baby. Pomegranates. I hope that they are ripe. I know that these really dark ones are, but I also picked any of the ones that were red. If they were pink, pale pink, or well, this one's pale pink, but it's super large. So we gonna see what it do. We gonna see. Pomegranates. Yes, I will be saving the seeds. All right. That was our adventure. Sekou and I are tired. We are going to be taking a serious nap. After I wash. So, put it this way, Sekou's already gone down the hall. All right? He's already gone down the hall. I'm the one in the living room showing off the harvest. That's sweat dripping. But it's all good because when you do what you know is right, other people see it and they are edified by your example. Not far from the garden, Sekou and I ran into a young man who recognized us because he went to school with our children. And we spent 5 minutes standing beside the crosswalk talking to him. He likes the fact that we have a pond in Lambert's Point, and he's ready to get his fishing poles and come and show us how to fish. Huh? Look at God. But you know we're going to have to be clandestine about that thing. Because even though the city of Norfolk doesn't want you fishing, it's a sign of the times. All right, my rant is over. I'm going to go sweat out my eyes, wash our grateful harvest. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to its end. Please give it a thumbs up, a like. Please share it with like-minded souls. Please subscribe to both our channels. Hashtag Hetep Yoga. Hashtag The Bear's Den. Du'a'u, many thanks. Me'i'ah, much love to all. Blessed be. Make your Wellness Wednesday safe. Make it healthy. And remember always that you are blessed in abundance. Blessed in abundance. Hashtag Wellness Wednesdays. Blessed be. Hashtag Cover the Cold.